Moving on now to our forecast. First alert forecast. Lonnie Quinn joins us once again with how the week is shaping up. We're going to get some rain here in the next 2 days or so, right, Lon?
You betcha. I don't think every day is going to be a washout. I think it's far from that, but I think it's overall just kind of an unsettled week, Cage. Here's your picture outside as of right now. And we had a cloudy sky for a good chunk of the day. Later, pushing into the evening, it started to clear, and now you're mostly clear. 66 degrees right now on the schnoz, and as you go through the overnight hours, going to trim off about 3 degrees down to 63 in the city. Could be some mid-50s north of the area, but you know what? Pretty decent launching pad for some mild air tomorrow. I think 90% of us hit the 80-degree mark or above, possibly an 84 around Trenton and Somerville and Toms River, 81 in the city. But we talk about that chance for a shower or a storm. And I showed you before how it's really not for the bulk of your day. What we're going to deal with is a front that you don't even see it on this picture. It's actually right now dropping in from Canada, and as it comes through the area, all right, yeah, there's a chance for a shower or storm. But look at the time frame here. This is 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and there's New York City. You're into our northern and northwestern suburbs for some rain, okay? It's not an overwhelming amount, but it's out there. This front, as it pushes through, kind of fades away. Never actually sweeps through from top to bottom, but by Wednesday, there's a secondary front that makes its way in. This is not going to be a washout as well, but it gives you a bit of a rain chance out there. That's Wednesday. On Thursday, we see a more significant system pulling into the area, all right? This low-pressure system tugging in, a trailing cold front, gives you more widespread coverage, so everybody has a chance for some rain, a shower, or a thunderstorm. And it could be about an inch of rain in New York City, maybe a little bit more outside the city. On Friday, all right, as it drops down to the south, there's still some residual wet weather out there, but the heavier rain would be south of the area. I still think there's a rain chance for Friday. I just don't think it's all that heavy. I think the amount of rain you pick up, maybe an inch, possibly an inch and a half on the high end. Now, it's enough for a flooding concern, and this is from Thursday into Friday. I think you get that first, jolt of maybe, 3/4 of an inch of rain, maybe an inch of rain. It saturates the ground, and a little bit afterwards could bring about some flooding. That's why we continue that flood risk from Thursday into Friday, when I don't think Friday's going to be serving up all that much rain. Could still be some flooding problems. And again, the GFS and the European both coming in with about an inch of rain. Want to talk about this storm. Boy, that's a big, well-formed storm. Look at that eye. Perfectly circular right there. It's about 180 miles to the east of Bermuda. It will stay out to sea. It's as close to Bermuda as it's ever going to get. It's pushing towards the Azores of Portugal. May even be a Category 1 by the time it gets to the Azores. Two other areas that we're watching. One with an 80% chance to develop in the middle of the ocean, but I'm not really too concerned about this. This area, right now located to the east of Barbados, has a 50% chance to develop. Even if it doesn't become our next named storm, which would be Umberto with an H, not a U, it could bring a lot of rain to the mid-Atlantic, even into portions of our area. So I'll watch that one for you, but it is days away. Across the board, numbers looking like this. We're going to be mild enough tomorrow and Tuesday. Both days come with a rain chance, but it's modest rain. Thursday, that rain could be heavy out there at 73. A lingering shower possible on Friday, maybe even a little bit Saturday morning, and then you'll dry things out later Saturday into Sunday. Temperatures around 76 degrees.
Things are heating up in the tropics, aren't they?
You know what? Just like last year, it was after the peak. The second half of the season we were just back heavy last year, and it's going to be the same thing this year.
Thank you, Lonnie.